Saw two ships come sailing in on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Saw two ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning. Who do you think was in them then on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day? Who do you think was in them then but Joseph and his lady? Well, he did whistle and she did sing on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Well, he did whistle and she did sing on Christmas Day in the morning. On earth that ring on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. And all the bells on earth that ring on Christmas Day in the morning. And all the angels in heaven did sing on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. And all the angels in heaven did sing on Christmas Day in the morning. I saw the ships come sailing in on Christmas Day, on Christmas Day. Saw the ships come sailing in on Christmas Day in the morning. In the moon of winter time, and all the birds had fled, the mighty Gitche Manitou, the angel choirs instead. For their sight the stars grew dim, wandering hunters heard the hymn. Jesus, your King is born, Jesus is born, in excelsis Gloria. In a lodge of broken bark, the tender babe was found. A rabbit robe of rabbit skin enwrapped his beauty round. But as the hunter braves drew nigh, angel's song ran loud and high. Jesus, your King is born, Jesus is born, in excelsis Gloria. Moon of winter time is not so round and fair as was the ring of glory on the helpless infant there. The chiefs from far before him knelt with gifts of fox and beaver pelt. Jesus, your King is born, Jesus is born, in excelsis Gloria. Children of the forest free, O sons of Manitou, the holy child of earth and heaven is born today for you. Come kneel before the radiant boy who brings you beauty, peace, and joy. Jesus, your King is born, Jesus is born, in excelsis Gloria. excelsis Gloria. What's everybody doing tonight? It's Christmas in my house. I'm not wearing that Christmas sweater. I won't get drunk to feel better. Stuck in the kitchen, baking for days. Oh no, I'm not gonna feel obligated to do anything that I hate with a smile on my face. I'm not like that. You've got the right house. Follow the lights that burned out. Kick off your shoes, leave all your worries. You can sleep on my couch, I won't mind. Christmas at my house is all about love. Christmas at my house, you can't get enough. Christmas with my friends is all about cheer. Stop trying to make it perfect, 'cause perfect ain't worth it. This Christmas make it all about love. All about love. I'm not gonna be fighting in-laws. I'm not gonna be sweating bullets, shopping for presents that nobody likes. Oh no, I can't wait to get mistletoe kisses. Don't care about those dishes. I wanna make snow angels under the stars tonight. You got the right house. If you see the lights are burned out, kick off your shoes, leave all your worries. You can sleep on my couch, I won't mind. Christmas at my house is all about love. Christmas at my house, you can't get enough. Christmas with my friends is all about cheer. Stop trying to make it perfect, 'cause perfect ain't worth it. This Christmas make it all about love. That's right. Christmas at my house is all about love. Christmas at my house, you can't get enough. Christmas with my friends is all about cheer. Stop trying to make it perfect, 'cause perfect ain't worth it. This Christmas make it all about love. It's all about love. It's all about love. It's all about love. Christmas at my house, it's all about love. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday Live. Songs of Christmas presents tonight. Welcome, everybody's out there. Steve, I see checked in. Lee and Chris and Ron and Kathy and David and Emily Ann, and I'm not sure Brian, Stan McRae's out there too. Good to see everybody here tonight. Got a fantastic show coming up. If you're a first-time viewer, check in. Let us know you're there in the comments. And there's going to be a bonus for being in the comments tonight, let me tell you, folks. I did want to wish a happy birthday to my, the fella that's cohabitating with my daughter. I guess my son in common law, you call him, I guess, Matt. Matt's celebrating birthday today, so happy birthday, Matt. Not sure if he's watching the show, but wish him a happy birthday. This is our second of 3 holiday music shows. Songs of Christmas presents, the most important gift you can give to anyone at Christmas or any other time is your presents. So think about that as we move forward. We have a special guest tonight. This is something a little different. We've only had one other live guest on the show who actually came in was Paige Warner a few years back, or not a few years back, quite a few episodes back. Maybe it was a year ago, I'm not sure, a while. But tonight we have local author David McPherson is going to join us live to talk about his new book, Massey Hall, the iconic Toronto music venue that has hosted so many great shows over the years. And I'm sure a lot of folks have their own stories. I see Ron already kicked in a little earlier about having seen Ry Cooder there, and there's been a lot of great shows there as well. And David's generously donated a copy of his new book to give away. So at the end of the show, we're going to be drawing a name from everyone who posts a comment tonight on anything. You don't even have to say, I want to win the book. You can just post a comment, say hello, just say, hey, I'm checking in. And you can comment on Facebook or YouTube. I think they all come through here. So those folks who are relaxing back on their couch on YouTube, you might want to get up and either pop on Facebook or pull up YouTube and get a comment in there if you're interested in winning a copy of this book, and we'll get it shipped out to you one way or another. But we're going to pull that, we're going to draw that at the end of the show. So get your comments in now to qualify. Only one entry per person, though. Doesn't mean you have to comment a whole bunch of times to try to stuff the ballot box, so to speak. We also dug a few more seasonal music performances out of the archives and have performances from MacTalla Road and Paige Warner to share. And our regular cast members, Rob Dylan, Neil Old, Robbie O'Spoon, and Cousin Willy will also be performing tonight. And I know, I certainly love Christmas music. I know folks probably figured that out by now. We don't have one Christmas special at Tuesday Live. We have 3 because we love Christmas music so much. But I realize this time of year can be difficult for people, either because they've had bad Christmas memories in the past, or maybe they're missing someone this Christmas, or it brings back memories of people that passed on. So I certainly acknowledge that Christmas is not always an easy season for everyone. But we'll try to bring some joy and love into your season regardless. And we have some more great images tonight too, talking about bringing joy into your life. The pictures that Stan McRae shares with us every week, that's so great. But anyways, let's kick it off. And our friend out on the banks of the Kennebecasis River there in New Brunswick has some, this looks like he's received some early Christmas presents. So let's send it out to our friend Sandy MacKay.
Well, Tuesday Live friends, sure nice to see you again. Here, let me show you my new sweater. Birches. Here, look. Here's an old guitar stand made by a friend of mine from Ash, my parents' farm. My old Martin D18, gift from my buddy Jim. Let me tell you a little story. Do you remember the days? Do you remember the days I used to use my old iPhone 4S with a pair of salad tongs? I'd tape the salad tongs together and I'd put it on a box with the phone in its mouth, and I'd set it on a box weighted by a banana, and that didn't work always very well. So I got myself a little tripod. I retired the salad tongs, gave them back to Mary Jo, and used the tripod. But the iPhone 4 didn't work very well because it was an old thing, and so one day my friend Jessica Ray, she gave me her old iPhone 6Q, and I thought, oh, the 6Q, it's only 7-year-old telephone. It'll have a better microphone, it'll make better videos. But unfortunately that was not the case, because the iPhone 6Q has a tiny little microphone, and guys like me carry their phones in their pants pocket, and the microphone gets full of dirt and it doesn't record very well. So my good friend Rob Witherspoon, he gave me the solution. He said, go get yourself a Shure Motive MV88 Plus, plug it into the back of your phone, and that'll fix all your problems. And I know that Mr. Rob is very wise, so I went and I got myself Shure Motive MV88 Plus microphone to plug into the back of my phone. But of course, the Shure Motive MV88 Plus isn't compatible with the iPhone 8Q because it has the wrong operating system. This one has 12, it needs 14. So I went and borrowed Mary Jo's new phone, and while she sleeps I got the new Shure Motive MV8 Plus plugged into the back of Mary Jo's telephone. All this is to say, these days let us be thankful for our gifts. I got a great sweater knitted by Evelyn Mitchell with the white birches. I got the ash guitar stand made from wood from my parents' farm. My Martin D18 from my old buddy Jim. The telephone from my friend Jessica Ray. And we got Tuesday Live, these many long months while we've been staying home with COVID. Run by our good friend Rob Witherspoon. So tonight, let us thank Rob Witherspoon for bringing us these many long months. Tuesday Live, thank you very much, Rob. But I still got to get up to turn off the phone.
Well, thank you so much, Sandy. That was kind of a bit of a kind of Woody Guthrie talking blues little set song there. But appreciate your kind words, Sandy. Glad you're getting everything sorted out there. Not sure about that iPhone 6Q or whatever he has. That must be a special New Brunswick model. But glad you got everything working there. Sounds great. Enjoy music. We've got a couple more Sandy songs tonight, so stick around for that. Don't forget to enter our contest for the draw for the book. We're going to be talking to David McPherson, author, in a little bit here. So make sure you get your name into the comments. You know, say something about anything you want. We'd love to hear from you. And speaking of folks we'd like to hear from, let's send it over to the Beatles Tribute Room to our good friend who's living in the basement now, moved in from the shed, Cousin Willy. Hey, Willy. Hey y'all, Willie here. Good to see ya. I'm here in the Beatles Tribute Room playing some Christmas holiday music for you. Got one of my favorite Christmas songs of all time. I think it was originally written by Steve Goodman, who's passed away, but he was a great songwriter. Died way too young, but wrote a lot of great songs. This is one of them. It's called Christmas for Cowboys, but a lot of folks remember it because the great John Denver sang it too, and I'm kind of partial to John Denver's music, kind of like that. It's a pretty sweet song. But anyways, it's Christmas for Cowboys. I hope you enjoy it. Tall in the saddle, we spend Christmas Day driving the cattle on the snow-covered plains. All of the good gifts given today. Ours is the sky and the wide open range. back in the city, they have different ways. Football and eggnog and a Christmas parade. I'll take the blanket, I'll take the rain. It's Christmas for cowboys and the wide open plains. Campfire for warmth as we stop for the night. Stars overhead are the Christmas tree lights. The wind sings a hymn as we bow down to pray. It's Christmas for cowboys and the wide open plains. Tall in the saddle, we spend Christmas Day driving the cattle on the snow-covered plains. So many gifts have been opened today. Ours is the sky and the wide open range. It's Christmas for cowboys and the wide open plains. Thanks so much there, Willie. Great version of that tune, that Steve Goodman tune. And I remember John Denver's version too. And great, nice to see Danny here from up on the Bruce. And I saw Steve and Kathy checking in as well. Good to see him. We do have in the virtual green room, I'm going to try to bring him on board here. We do have our guest, David McPherson, author David McPherson is going to check in with us. I think David's ready here, so I'm going to try to add him into the screen here and see how this goes. Let's give her a go. There he is.
Hey.
Good to see you, David. How are you doing tonight?
Great. How are you doing, Rob?
I'm doing really well. Thanks for joining us tonight. I know you're busy doing your little book tour, I guess, now. Or are you doing much of a book tour to promote this book, or is it pretty much virtual?
Yeah, it has been pretty virtual so far with COVID and Omicron and everything as things open up, and then looks like might be getting shut down again. But hopefully in 2022, I'll plan to do some in-person events once I'm able to, for sure.
Excellent. So, David, tell us. We're always interested how people get into the creative arts. How'd you become a writer?
Yeah, that's a long journey, if you will. But no, I always English was always my best subject in school. Always enjoyed being creative. A voracious reader from the moment I started being able to read, and kind of just went from there. When I was at Western Ontario University, I ended up working for the student newspaper there, and eventually decided to go into journalism. So, writing's always been my passion, and I can't imagine doing anything else.
Very cool. So how did you come around to writing a book about Massey Hall? It's, just out of the blue, you decided to write it, or it's a long evolution? Someone asked you to write it? How'd that happen?
Yeah, no, again, it was a bit of an evolution. For those who aren't aware, this is my second book. My first one was on the legendary Horseshoe Tavern, and it came out back in 2015, I guess. Is that right now? No, 2017. Sorry, 4 years ago, and that was just being right place, right time. But I always wanted to write a book. I've been a professional writer for more than 20 years, and one night I was at the Dakota Tavern, and one of the favorite live music venues I used to frequent when I lived in Toronto. Now I'm back in Waterloo, in my hometown, but I was having a conversation with a fellow journalist at the Dakota, and he mentioned about a publisher wanting to get more music-related book titles, and gave me the name of the editor, and I pitched him the idea in the Horseshoe with their 70th anniversary coming up, and it just went from there. Got the owners on board, and pretty much the same thing happened with this book. After the relative success of the Horseshoe book, I was trying to think what's next, and Massey Hall was coming up on a big revitalization project, and its 125th birthday, and same idea. I thought, well, I never imagined I'd be the one to be given the opportunity, and it was a real gift to write this story and dig deep into the archives of Massey Hall. But again, it came about by
Uh-oh, David's frozen. Hope I'm not frozen too. But let's hope that, let's give him a minute to kick back in. But while David's on taking a little bit of a oh, there he is. Sorry, David, you're frozen. Whoops. Now we lost him. Maybe he'll come back soon. Let's. I'm going to obviously internet connection issue there, which is always a thing with live streaming. But that's okay. Oh, yeah, and he's back. Excellent. Anyone has any questions for David? I'd love to put them in the comments there. And I see Kathy pointing out that Dwight's read David's first book. That's cool. And there he's back. Had a little connection issue in there. That's okay, yeah. David. The joys of virtual.
Yeah, we don't. First time trying this, so yeah.
Yes, no, that's no problem. I just was soliciting the audience for any questions they have, but I still have I have a question for you. Tell us a bit about the book. What's it like? What kind of book is it? Are we going to read as like a history book of the Massey Hall? Is it what can readers expect from it?
The Massey Hall. Yeah, I mean it's a bit of it's examines basically.
Oh, geez, we've lost him again. David, I don't know if you're over there. I know David has at least a son there. Maybe he's streaming or something, but we'll see if we can get him back. Do we have any questions in the comments? Fishy Fish wrote a review of David's first book. He loved it too. Excellent. Well, I'm not sure if David's going to come back here right away or not, but if not, well, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go on to Stan's picks, and we'll maybe get David back into the program once he gets his internet thing sorted out. I think it's on his end because it seems to be working okay from here, but we'll manage, and we'll let's head over to Stan's picks now, and then we'll come back and hopefully get David for a couple more questions here. If you have any questions, throw them in there. We'll try a dial up. That's Kappa's Casey, Ron. Anyways, here's Stan's picks. Thank you, Stan. And I think David's back in the green room. So we're going to get David back on the air there. And okay, here we have some questions as well from the audience. So let's get David back on board here. There he is. I'll let him on the other side. Maybe that'll help. Anyways, sorry about that, David. I'm not sure what happened in there, but it's the joys of the internet. We'll deal with it. That's we're flexible and creative here as well. So we'll just move on. But we did have a question in there. I saw one there. I think it was from Danny. Does the book include a 1972 Doobie Brothers Billy Joel concert information?
No, I don't have that particular show. I mean, as you can imagine, that's one thing I discovered. When you go back 127 years, and especially in that period you talk about in the 70s, it was incredible the amount of shows, and I had to pick and choose. Some was based on people I could interview, people who were there, or that, there was a lot of information about. But I did cover a lot of the 1970s, and including many Canadian bands like Crowbar from Hamilton and Rush, and lots of singer-songwriters and other people similar to, Billy Joel and that, the Harry Chapins and Simon and Garfunkel's. But yeah, it's basically the book. I tried to capture chronologically the cultural significance of this hall, and how it survived economic recessions, and the call to tear it down, and somehow it survived, and the magic of that place and the love that all Canadian artists have for it. So
does a full listing of all the concerts and events that have happened at Massey Hall exist?
I'll see if I can find it and put it in the chat there if I can.
Oh,
but
cool.
If you go, Massey Hall's done a pretty good job on their site. Dating back to about the 1940s, you can go and see the shows listed year by year.
Right. Okay, was there a Rush recorded at the Oh.
Oh, that's awesome. Wow.
Oh, did Rush record there? Record
Yeah,
live?
yep, that's the other amazing thing about Massey, and it speaks to its incredible acoustics, that over the years, so many records have been recorded there. As as Catherine mentions, Rush's All the World, the Stage was recorded there, live album in 1976, and you get Neil Young's famous 1971 Massey Hall. Blue Rodeo's recorded there. Gordon Lightfoot has, Burton Cummings, and many, many others. And the famous jazz concert they talk about as the greatest jazz show of all time, that had Charlie Parker, Dizzy Gillespie, Max Roach, and I always forget the other two. It will come to me, but the quintet that appeared on stage that night, and it was the only time they ever all appeared together.
Right. Well, I see people asking about the book, so maybe we should let people know where they can get the book. What would you recommend if someone's looking for the book, David?
Yeah, I mean, depends where you live, but I always recommend support your local bookstore. I'm sure you can get it from them. I know in Waterloo, Wordsworth has been carrying it, and throughout Toronto and elsewhere. But worst case, you can get it on Amazon or Indigo as well. You can order it from any of those outlets. So it's pretty widely available wherever books are sold.
Excellent. Well, I know Ron up in Kappas Casing wants 2 copies, so I'm not sure. I don't know if. I'm sure there's a good bookstore up in Kappas Casing. Oh, Ron says, "What's a bookstore?"
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you can get Perlate or somebody deliver up there, Ron. So
yeah, I mean, worst case, if people really wanted, I do have copies I can sign and mail.
Right.
And just include the postage costs. But yeah.
Excellent. Well, I see lots of folks interested. Oh, Chris, question from Chris. About writing, she wants someone to write about a venue in Kingsville, Ontario called Surfside 3. Have you ever heard of that place?
No, that's pretty cool. But and that's one thing that my last book and this one I've tried to talk about. I mean, I've written a bunch of articles for a regular site that I contribute to about venues across Canada, because there are so many, and as we know, COVID has really hurt a lot of venues, and many have closed. And as musicians, they're the lifeblood that allows so many musicians to, build their career and have a place to play.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, this live streaming is, it's been something, but it's definitely not the same as playing in front of a live audience.
I know.
Half the band doesn't drop off the frame and things like that. But anyways, well, thanks for joining us, David. I won't take too much of your time. I know folks, and we don't want to push our luck with the technology either.
Yeah.
It's hanging on pretty good here now. But thank you so much for joining us. And folks, just remember that if you put a comment in tonight, we're going to write down the name of everybody who's in the comments. And David's generously donated a book, and we'll probably get him to sign it too if you'd like. And get it shipped off as soon as we can. Anyways, David, thanks for joining us. And
thanks for having me.
And we'll hope to see you again soon. Take care.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, thanks. That's David McPherson, the author from... he's a Waterloo region-based author, and great to have him on the show. That was kind of fun to do that. Thanks, everybody, for your patience as we, negotiate with a few of those internet issues, which tends to always plague things like this. But that's okay. That was kind of fun having him on and fun to do that. And I'd love to get some more folks on live as well moving forward with the show. So make sure you get your name in the comments. If you haven't said anything in the comments, throw in a comment and we'll make sure you get entered into the draw, which we'll do at the end of the show. So anyways, let's head back into the Beatles tribute room and check in with our good friend, the younger brother of that famous folk singer, Rob Dylan. How does it feel?
Well, hey everybody, it's Rob Dylan here. Good to see you. Nice to have a week off last week, but good to be here to play some Christmas music. And I don't know if you know or not, but my brother Bob, I'm Rob, he's Bob. He's got a Christmas album out. It's been out for a while now. It's Bob Dylan singing Christmas music, so you can pretty much imagine what it sounds like. It's a little out there, but there's some good stuff on there. And this one he actually did a video for, and let me tell you, if you go on YouTube and search for Bob Dylan doing this song, it's something to see. It was directed by Sam Peckinpah or something, I don't know. But it's really out there. And I'll get Rob to put the link up on his Facebook page, so you can see that video, because it's quite something. But anyways, it's a song. It's got a call and answer in it too. It's one you probably remember from when you were a kid. It's called "Must Be Santa," and I'll sing the question and you sing back the answer to me. Like, who's got a beard that's long and white? And you go like, Santa's got a beard that's long and white. So I'll be singing along with you anyways. But it'd be nice if you sang along with me, because that's sort of the whole point of the song. But anyways, let's give it a shot, shall we? Got a beard that's long and white. Santa's got a beard that's long and white. Who comes around on special night? Santa comes around on special night. Special night, beard that's white. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. You get it now? Hope so. Who's wearing boots and a suit of red? Santa wears a boots and suit of red. Who wears a long cap on his head? Santa wears a long cap on his head. Cap on head, suit that's red. Special night, beard that's white. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. I think you got it now. Who's got a big red cherry nose? Santa got a big red cherry nose. Who laughs this way? Ho ho ho. Santa laughs this way. Ho ho ho. Ho ho ho. Cherry nose, cap on head, suit that's red. Special night, beard that's white. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. Come our way, sail our way. Santa will soon come our way. 8 little reindeer pull a sleigh. Santa's little reindeer pull a sleigh. Reindeer sleigh, come our way. Ho ho ho, cherry nose, cap on head, suit that's red. Special night, beard that's white. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. Kennedy, Johnson, Nixon, Cupid, Comet, Donner, Blitzen, Carter, Reagan, Bush and Clinton. Reindeer sleigh, come our way, ho ho ho. Cherry nose, cap on head, suit that's red, special night, beard that's white. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus. Must be Santa, must be Santa, must be Santa, Santa Claus.
Well, that really was something, Rob Dylan. That was quite a version of that song. And I have actually seen that Bob Dylan YouTube video, and it's something else. Search on YouTube, Bob Dylan, Must Be Santa. I'll throw a link up on the Facebook page, and you take a look at it if you want. It's quite a video, quite a Christmas video by Bob Dylan. That whole album is something else, the Bob Dylan Christmas album. Give it a listen if you have a chance. And speaking of folk singers, let's head it back down to New Brunswick to our good friend Sandy McKay and his new microphone.
Hey everybody. Here's a song you all know. It's a funny one. I think it's funny. I'll tell you why. Good King Wenceslas looked out on his feet uneven when the snow lay around about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel, when a poor man came inside, gathering winter fuel. Hither, page, and stand by me, if thou know'st it telling, yonder peasant, who is he, where and what's his dwelling? Sire, he lives a goodly hence underneath the mountain, right against the forest fence, by St. Agnes fountain. Bring me flesh and bring me wine, bring me pine logs hither, thou and I shall see him dine when we bear them thither. Page and monarch forth they went together, through the rude wind's wild lament, and the stormy weather. So pictured, if you will, the monarch and the page. The page is carrying the flesh, and the page is carrying the wine, and the page is carrying the pine logs, and he's walking in front. Sire, the night grows darker still, I can go no stronger. Fails my heart, I know not how, I can go no longer. Mark my footsteps, my good page, step thou in them boldly. Thou shalt find the winter's rage, freeze that bloodless coldly. In his master's steps he trod, where the snow lay dented. Heat was in the very sod that the saint had printed. Though for Christian friends take heed, wealth and rank possessing, you will now bless the poor, shall yourself find blessing. Which is another way to say, when you're going to visit your friends on a snowy day, let the person carrying all the stuff walk behind, and you break the trail. And I still have to get up and turn it off. Here comes Mayor Joe.
thanks for that, Sandy. Great rendition of that song and a little bit of a message in there as well. I see Peter checking in. Peter and Cindy in the Dominican Republic. What are you doing in the Dominican Republic this time of year? Enjoying a little sun, I imagine, but I hope you're not expecting us to send that book to the Dominican Republic. You'll have to come back and get it. Or I'm not sure we're mailing it that far away, although we would certainly send it within the continent of North America, probably. But anyways, thanks again, Sandy. And we're going to send it sort of out the other way, out west of here, out to our good friend in Dublin, Ontario, Robbie Spoon.
Oh, well, hello everybody out there in internet land. It's Robbie Spoon here in Dublin, Ontario, just having a grand old time, swilling the pigs and, well, not hilling the potatoes, eating me potatoes and, well, getting into some Christmas bacon too, Got all our decorations up here mostly and, well, had to move things around a bit to make room for the tree. Well, maybe next week I'll show you the tree. We'll maybe do a little song around the tree or something next week. But anyways, we got our decorations up and enjoying all the Christmas bacon and, I miss my Christmas back home and my ma's Christmas cake. Oh, she makes a delicious Christmas cake, but not all Christmas cakes are delicious. Some of them are pretty rough around the edges, so to speak. And, well, there's one down the way, Miss Fogarty. She used to make a Christmas cake, and boy, it was something else, so much so that somebody actually wrote a song about it. And so I'm going to try my shot at it, taking a shot at Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. As I sat by my window last evening, a letterman brought unto me a little gilded invitation saying, Robbie, come over for tea. I knew that the Fogartys sent it, so I went just for old friendship's sake. The first thing they gave me to tackle was a slice of Miss Fogarty's cake. There were plums and prunes and cherries, there were citrons and raisins and cinnamon too. There was nutmeg, cloves and berries, and a crust was nailed on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, sure would build up a fine stomach ache. It would kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Miss Mahoney, she wanted to try it, but really there wasn't no use, for we worked at it over an hour and we couldn't get none of it loose. Then Kelly came in with the hatchet and Murphy came in with the saw. That cake was enough by the powers to paralyze any man's jaw. There were plums and prunes and cherries, there were citrons and raisins and cinnamon too. There was nutmeg, cloves and berries, and a crust was nailed on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, sure would build up a fine stomach ache. It would kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Miss Fogarty, proud as a peacock, kept smiling and blinking away, till she tripped over Flanagan's brogans and she spilt the homebrew in her tea. Oh, Robbie, she says, you're not eating. Have a little bit more for my sake. Oh, no thanks, Miss Fogarty, says I've had quite enough of your cake. There were plums and prunes and cherries, there were citrons and raisins and cinnamon too. There were nutmeg, cloves and berries, and a crust was nailed on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, would fill up a fine stomach ache. It would kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. Cake was something else, let me tell ya. Maloney was took with the colic, McNulty complained of his head, McFadden laid down on the sofa and he swore that he wished he was dead. Miss Bailey fell down with hysterics, and there she did wriggle and shake, and every man swore he was poisoned after eating Miss Fogarty's cake. There were plums and prunes and cherries, there were citrons and raisins and cinnamon too. There was nutmeg, cloves and berries, and a crust was nailed on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, sure would build up a fine stomach ache. It would kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. 'Cause there were plums and prunes and cherries, there were citrons and raisins and cinnamon too. There was nutmeg, cloves and berries, and a crust was nailed on with glue. There were caraway seeds in abundance, sure would build up a fine stomach ache. It would kill a man twice after eating a slice of Miss Fogarty's Christmas cake. That was not a very good ending note, was it? That's better.
Well, thanks so much for that, Robbie. I know I've encountered a few Christmas cakes. I certainly love my mother's Christmas cake. She hasn't made one for a while. She made one with my sister a year or two ago, but I always loved a good Christmas cake. But there certainly are some ones out there that are not so good. Not everybody likes the dried fruit either. I think that's the thing that gets a lot of people. But anyways, this next song I'd like to play is a song you don't hear a lot. I just kind of discovered it, well, a few years back, I guess. But it's a Christmas song that I believe was written by Jackson Browne. And the first time I heard it was on a great Christmas album. There's a Christmas album called The Bells of Dublin by the Chieftains, where there's a number of guests that appear on that. And the Chieftains, of course, play with some lovely Celtic music alongside. And this song was on that album with Jackson Browne actually singing it. And that's where I first learned it. And I think this is the first time I've actually ever played it, certainly on this show, but probably maybe even in any public thing. But it's called The Rebel Jesus. The streets are filled with laughter and light, and the music of the season, and the merchant windows all are bright with the faces of the children. And the families hurry into their homes as the sky darkens and freezes. They'll be gathering round their hearts and table, giving thanks for God's graces and the birth of the rebel Jesus. Well, they call him by the Prince of Peace, and they call him by the Savior, and they pray to him upon the seas and in every bold endeavor. And they fill his churches with their pride and gold as their faith in him increases. But they've turned the nature that I worshipped in from a temple to a robber's den. In the words of the rebel Jesus. Guard our world with locks and guns, and we guard our fine possessions. And once a year when Christmas comes, we give to our relations. And perhaps we give a little to the poor if the generosity should seize us. But if any one of us should interfere in the business of why they are poor, they get the same as the rebel Jesus. Pardon me if I have seemed to take the tone of judgment, for I've no wish to come between this day and your enjoyment. In a life of hardship and earthly toil, there's a need for anything that frees us. So I bid you pleasure and I bid you cheer from a heathen and a pagan, on the side of the rebel Jesus. great song. Thanks for writing it, Jackson Brown. Give a listen to the Chieftains version with Jackson Brown. It's great. But let's turn it over to our good friend over in the Beatles tribute room. Perhaps some people consider him anyway, as the greatest Neil Young tribute artist of our generation, Neil Old. Well, hello everybody. It's Neil Old here again. Play some songs, some Christmas music for you. No Lazy Horse here. He's certainly living up to his name. Doesn't like the snow, but I've tried to schedule our band Christmas party for next Tuesday, so hopefully we'll get him out for that anyways. But anyways, got this song here. I was thinking, Neil never really sung many Christmas songs. I think there's maybe one out there. It's pretty obscure. And I didn't really care much for this song. It's tall. It's Neil sang with his ex-wife Peggy back in the day, I guess. But I thought I'd try more of a classic Christmas song for Neil Old to play in the Neil Young style. It's just called The Christmas Song. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at your nose, Yuletide carols being sung by a choir, and folks dressed up like Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe help to make the season bright. Tiny tots with their eyes all aglow will find it hard to sleep tonight. They know that Santa's on his way. Loaded lots of toys and goodies on a sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you. Santa's on his way. He's loaded lots of toys and goodies on his sleigh, and every mother's child is gonna spy to see if reindeer really know how to fly. And so I'm offering this simple phrase to kids from 1 to 92. Although it's been said
Many times, many ways, Merry Christmas to you.
Well, thanks for that, Neil. Very nice version of that song. Appreciate that. Our next performer has been on the show before, and we really love this young woman with the amazing voice, a super talented musician. I think she's going to go places, and check out her website for more of her music, and that's Paige Warner with a little ukulele song for us here. Well, that was a lovely little confection from Paige. Thank you for that. And nice to see Danny Waxy checking in. Good to see you, Waxy. Thanks for the kind words as well. And we've got one more song from down New Brunswick way with our good friend Sandy McKay and his new the new mic he's playing around with, and his new, I think so, like an iPhone 6 or something now. I don't know. Let's see what he's got.
Okay, you better be quick about this. Here we go. Hey, good morning. How do you do? Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells hum, bobtails ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. The fellow who wrote this song was James Pierpont. A long time ago. The dog wants to play with the ball. Sorry, honey, we can't play ball right now. And he failed at 3 businesses. But he wrote this song about a good day he had. And let us all remember our good days. A day or 2 ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bryce was seated by my side. Horse was lean and lank, and his fortune seemed his lot. We got into a drifted bank and there we got upsot. Oh, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. So if you got some time and if you got some money, go rent a bobtail nag, take along your honey. Da-da-dum-doo-da, get to it while you're young. And crack, you'll take the lead. Oh, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Hey, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Sure is nice to see y'all. And I hope my new MV88 is working better than the old. Still have to get up and turn it off, though. Good girl.
Thanks so much for that, Sandy. I'm sure it's difficult to play music when you got a dog that wants to play ball with you. Come on, Sandy, play ball. What are you playing that guitar for? It's much more fun to play ball. I'm sure that's what the dog was thinking anyways. And that's quite funny, Ron, the comment about humming along with the song, but the fridge beat you to it. That's a little callback. In humor, you call that a callback. Last week, Sandy was having trouble with the fridge. He had to turn the fridge off to do the recording. Last week, I guess he must have turned it off, or maybe that new mic, he can dial the fridge right out of it. But anyways, winding up the show, folks, we got another performer on here, but don't forget, we're going to do the big draw for the for David McPherson's book about Massey Hall. So if you haven't commented yet, make sure you get a comment in during this next song, because we're going to draw right after the song. I'm going to put them all in a big. I got Neil Lowell to lend me his hat, so I'm going to put all the everybody's name that commented tonight into the hat. And we'll pull out a winner and get a copy of Massey Hall out to you. But anyways, let's send it out to our good friends who did a great little medley for us last year. We pulled out of the archives Bob McLean, who was on last week, and Carol Pines, his partner in music. That together they make up the super folk group called MacTalla Road. And here they are with a little Christmas medley.
Guillaume, prends ton tambourin, toi, prends ta flûte, Robin, au son de ces instruments, tourelurelu, patapatapam, au son de ces instruments, je dirais Noël gaiement. When the men of olden days gave the King of Kings their praise, they had pipes on which to play, tooraloo, patapatapam. They had drums on which to play, full of joy on Christmas Day. God rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day, to save us all from Satan's power when we were gone astray. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Now to the
Lord sing praises, all you within this place, and with true love and brotherhood each other now embrace. This holy tide of Christmas is drawing on apace. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy, comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy.
Well, Nelson comes in with a last-minute entry to the, just catches it at the very end. I knew he was just doing that just to catch me because he wanted to make sure that I was actually taking everybody's name down. And there's Robert Caines comes in too. Robert Caines. Everybody's coming at the last minute. I'm almost Bob, other than the fact that Robert Caines I know is from out on Vancouver Island, and he recently celebrated a fairly significant birthday, which probably slowing him down a little bit because of that. So because he's out on Vancouver Island and he's celebrating his significant birthday, I'm going to add his name to the hat as well. I want to make sure everybody gets entered for the, there's, I've got the Neil Old hat here. Everybody gets entered for the chance to win a copy of the Massey Hall book. And thanks to the MacTalla Road for that great tune. And I guess I should have got Neil Old stick around to pull this, but I think he's out having a smoke or something. But anyways, here we have a winner. We have a winner, and it is David Ward. How can that be? An author wins a book. See, that's David Ward. Where's my camera? There's up there. David Ward. Everybody wants to see it's a win. Congratulations, David. And thanks everybody who commented and entered our contest tonight for a copy of the Massey Hall book by David McPherson. Certainly you can get that book at your local bookstore or through other places where you buy books. Make a great Christmas gift. I know it's on my Christmas gift list. I'm hoping to get a copy of it to take a look at it. I've seen a few. Oh, Waxy says it fixed. Okay, nice. It might be. He's got a lot of willpower, that man. But anyways, that brings us just about to the end of our Songs of Christmas Presents, episode 90 of Tuesday Live. That's hard to believe. 90 episodes are in now, and we're heading for 100, folks. We're going to make it there. But I'm certainly hoping that maybe by next Christmas, we'll maybe have a Tuesday live Christmas show somewhere. We'll probably still stream it out there. I'd love to, sort of my idea for this show is to bring it back out in front of audiences, but keep streaming it too, because not everybody, can get to Fenelon Falls for a show, and not everybody from Fenelon Falls could get to Kapuskasing for a show. So we'd love to do shows out and around and about, and bring in some local talent, maybe bring some talent out on us with the road, and put together a little show that we can sort of keep this the spirit of Tuesday Live alive and keep that going. But maybe by next Christmas, or maybe sooner, hopefully. But next week, our regulars and some special guests will be back with more holiday music. So if you have any Christmas music requests, get them in now, or you'll have to wait till Christmas 2022, because as Waxy said at the after party last week, you can play Christmas music up to the 25th, but after that, it's kind of, you got to shut it right down. So we'd also like, a few folks have sent it in. I was thinking next week we're going to do a sort of share some Christmas decorating pictures. If you have some photos or short videos of of what you've done decorating your house, because I know we're not going to have quite as many people visiting as we would hope to have maybe at Christmas this year, and can't all get up to Kappa's Case and see the fine job that Ron does decorating his house, or over to Fenland Falls to see what David Ward does with his little Christmas tree or whatever. So we'd love to have some pictures of your holiday decorations and how you prepare for the holidays, so we can share them among our little community we have here on Tuesday Live. And as I mentioned last week, love to hear any local gift ideas you have. I've got the Massey Hall book out there, but if there's anything else out there, we'd love that as well. And thanks to everyone who participated in tonight's show. Stan McRae for sharing his images, Carol Pines and Bob McLean, who together on MacTalla Road did that fine little medley at the end there. Sandy Mackay with his new microphone down there in New Brunswick. Looking forward to more great music from Sandy, as well as Paige Warner. And thank you to everyone who supports the show as patrons, contributing to our virtual tip jar, just being here. We love having you here. Thanks as well to my executive producer, Carol, who keeps things in line here and puts up with all the shenanigans that go on the rest of the week around preparing for the show. And also Karen Cantello and her great animation work. Karen's working on some new stuff for the show too, so looking forward to that. We've got a new feature we might bring up after Christmas that has an animated component to it. And also Julia Witherspoon for the little Tuesday Live animation she pulled together for us. And thank you again for watching tonight. Come hang out with us at the after party on Zoom. And because I know, between the pandemic and other reasons, a lot of folks, just aren't going to make it home for Christmas. But we'll be home for Christmas, if only in our dreams. I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. I'll be home for Christmas. You can plan on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if all